Hey, y'all. Just wanted to give y'all a video on how I'm feeling in this whole situation and stuff like that. I figured I'd start doing this more so y'all can understand my point of view of things and kind of where I'm feeling so y'all not left in the dark, I guess. But more so about the Guilty Gear situation. Pretty much just where I'm at with just fighting games. I like fighting games, but I need y'all to understand that I didn't start off with fighting games. I started off with Madden. Once I swapped Madden, once I swapped to stop playing Madden, I pretty much deleted all my Madden videos from this YouTube channel. So pretty much, I think almost 95% of y'all that are here that do watch my videos don't even realize that this was Madden content before I swapped over to Dragon Ball. So this was a complete overhaul into that, okay? And then, you know, now Dragon Ball is starting to hinder down a bit. And that kind of sucks. That sucks. It does. Which, you know, there goes the birth of Guilty Gear, right? But here's my problem with Guilty Gear, why I can't continuously I can't pretend. It's really hard for me to pretend if I like a game or not. I think Guilty Gear is a great game, but I also think it's a shitty game. Let me explain, okay? Now, let me take that back. I don't think shitty. I just think it's a lazy game. Hear me out, okay? Now, you'll hear all the top creators or something telling you, oh, they love Guilty Gear, they love this and shit. Like, hell, I saw Leffen put up a post saying how much he hated Dragon Ball because of all the mechanics, but basically he just said, I never liked Dragon Ball and I like Guilty Gear because it's simplified. And a lot of people do that, right? But my thing is, I don't like how Dragon Ball was pretty much abandoned for Guilty Gear. And I'm like, that's fine. You know, Guilty Gear is Arc System's baby and whatnot, so they want to really focus on that. But for the game to come out and only have, like, so many characters in the game, there's, like, it's less characters in this than there was, like, a Street Fighter release or something like that. So when you have this small-ass cast, you're constantly running or watching the same matchup over and over and over and over and over. And throughout, since the release of this game, I have been seeing nothing but people complain about matchups and this shit over and over and over. I'll see people play the best character in the game, which is arguably Soul, and still complain about other characters in the game. Over and over and over, like there isn't like 10 characters to choose from. There's like 10 characters to choose from, and everyone plays the same 3 characters anyway. Don't get me wrong, you still have that sprinkled out with people playing other characters and shit. But I'm constantly playing this game because I play Axel and I'm really good at the game. It's really easy. It's easy for me to get VIP. It's really easy. But once I get VIP, there's nothing else for me to really do. There's nothing I really want to do because the story mode isn't really a story mode, it's just a long-ass cutscene. And you're just constantly playing the same character over and over, playing against the same characters over and over. And the fact that how the lobbies are absolutely trash, the lobbies are awful, like, they're so bad, bro. They're so bad. And people can literally avoid you if they don't like that particular matchup. You know how many times there'll be people run to my circle that I'm standing on and they'll be like, oh, it's an Axel? Never mind, I'm good. And they just dip because they don't like the matchup because you can choose who you want to play. Which I'm like, these lobbies are fucking stupid. I don't know why they keep doing that. Why they keep going above and beyond on these lobbies that no one is asking for. I don't know who's in the development of these things, but they always add extra shit that nobody in their right mind has asked for. And they keep doing it. And, like, I'm like, you know what? Let me watch some games and stuff. And even if I'm watching this shit on Twitch or something, I'm seeing the same matchup over and over and over. How many Twitch streams am I going to go into saying a Soul versus May or Ram with a Kai and Leo sprinkled in every once in a while? And I know some people in the comment section are like, yeah, but this person plays this character. You can probably name like 3 people that play something different besides the 3 pillars of oppression. It's fine. That's the game. And you kind of expect that with this small ass cast and this balance and flux. But it's really hard for me to pretend excitement for the game because it's the same shit over and over and over and over. There's no diversity in that shit. So the people who really love it are the people who really loved Guilty Gear to begin with. I think Guilty Gear is a good game. I think it's pretty and everything, but there's a lot of shit on there that I just don't agree with or don't care for. You know, I don't like, and another thing is I don't like none of the characters in the game. I like playing Axel because I can time skip Teabag. I'm being dead ass honest with y'all. The fact that I can time skip Teabag, that's why I like playing Axel. That's why I decided to invest time in the character, okay? I still play Guilty Gear every once in a while, but it's easy for me to get burnt out after like 2 hours in a game. It's hard for me to want to play a tournament or enter in a tournament in Guilty Gear knowing that my whole day would pretty much be committed to Guilty Gear, because these tournaments like 100+ people in it, so people are spending their entire day on this tournament. If they're not in the tournament, they're probably doing warm-ups or some games to, you know, get ready for their next match. And it's like, how many times can I play against Soul or May or et cetera, before I'm just tired of playing the same character? Because I think the game itself is good. I really wish they added a lot more to the game, and I'm afraid that when DLCs drop, it's just going to be one character at a time. So you drop this small ass cast, you're going to have DLCs that's going to come months at a time, and you're going to have one character drop at a time. I don't see myself really just jumping into the game and diving into it like I did with Dragon Ball. And I don't like the fact that they abandoned Dragon Ball for Guilty Gear. I don't like that, because Guilty Gear seems like a half-ass game. I tell people, when people say, should I get Guilty Gear, I tell people, unless you really love Guilty Gear, unless you really like the franchise growing up, etc., I wouldn't advise you to get it. I'd advise you to wait until more content is into the game, because the lobbies are trash. There's not that many characters in the game. You're going to be running the same matchup over and over, and you're going to get bored of that game after like a week. Unless you really love fighting games, you really love doing tournaments. Me, I'm not a big tournament guy. I'm not. I'm not a huge tournament person. I'm not a person that loves joining tournaments and this. I like playing fighting games. I love playing fighting games. I like being good at fighting games. I like beating the best of the best. Okay, I like playing the best people and stuff. I look for a challenge. I just don't care for tournaments. I don't like spending my entire day dedicated to a specific game like that, especially if I don't care for the game like that. Like Dragon Ball was the first game I was doing tournaments and shit with, because I didn't mind putting time into the game. I still like Dragon Ball. I still love Dragon Ball. I still will keep pushing out Dragon Ball content. I'm hoping the best for this future of the game, okay? I hope the best for the future of Guilty Gear. I really do. I'm not somebody just hating on the game or something. It's really hard for me to continuously put hours into a game that I don't give two shits about, because I feel like it's lazy. I feel like the game was a lazy release. These lobbies are absolutely trash. The characters, there's just not that many. The characters are really good, and they're, you know what I'm saying, they're dived into and stuff like that. There could be some tweaks and stuff for some balances, but it's not balances that's my issue. I'll play against any Soul, I'll play against any Maze, any Rams, etc., etc. I'll play against all. Honestly, the only matchup I'm terrified of is Ram and Nago. Those are the only two I'm terrified of. But you get what I'm saying? It's not like it's coming from somebody who's bad at the game or can't grasp it. It's just really hard for me to really just want to care about the game or dive into it or give it that care that I gave Dragon Ball. You know what I'm saying? Because it's not much content to go off of, so it's easy to get really burnt out on it. Hopefully, you know, some better stuff will happen. It isn't really nothing more deeper than that. It's not like I'm not gonna ever play Guilty Gear or this or that. It's not like I'm not gonna play the game. It's not like I don't like the game. I do like Guilty Gear, but that's just my opinion, okay? I just want to get those out there. You know, if y'all got anything y'all want to, any 2 cents y'all want to put in the comment section or something like that, please let me know how y'all feeling about the game. How are y'all feeling about Guilty Gear? How are you feeling about Dragon Ball? What do you think about what do you think they're gonna add in August for Dragon Ball and stuff? Because I really hope it's not just a simple patch or something. And looking at Dragon Ball's track record, I honestly fear that it's gonna be like, by the time they do the announcements, they're just gonna tell us that, hey, we're letting you know that we're gonna do all this, but it's not gonna be active until next month. Like, that's usually their track record. Like, they get you hyped for announcements or something, and then their announcement is that they're gonna add something that's not gonna be in the game until like a month from now or something. So it's just like, So hopefully, you know, things happen, good things happen, and we can, you know, move on from this. But that's just where I'm at, my state of mind, and I just kind of wanted to vent a little bit to you guys. Though, please don't hate me. Make sure you hit that like button if you do like, and if you don't like it, I'm sorry. Love you guys. Y'all stay happy and healthy. I'm out. Peace.
Do it! Just do it! Don't let your dreams be dreams. Yesterday, you said tomorrow. So just do it! Make your dreams come true! Just do it!